Y'all, your girl is back, and we with another subject in the core. You see it. This subject I think is very much needed. I don't want to speak on it too much because this is one of them touchy subjects that's gonna get probably like an uproar. But I was scrolling Instagram, TikTok, and this is for my black people, my African Americans, my melanated people. I need y'all to congregate here because we need to have a round table talk. We need to discuss some things. We need to plan some things. We need to go into deeper discussion about what is going to take place, what we're going to allow, what we're not going to allow, and we need to stick with it. Like the Nakaya situation with the little girl, I think it's called the DEI situation, the Tabitha Brown situation, the boycotting. Like, me and my friend was talking about this the other day, and we are the most, I don't know even what the word is, we are the most unorganized community I have ever seen. It's like we get on a bandwagon, we ride it for a couple days, a couple weeks, and then we go right back to the same thing. This thing with boycotting Target, boycotting Walmart, and all of these different places, it's like we are sitting here and we're wanting to boycott this, but the bigger things, like the bigger brands and everything like that, the people that we know aren't for us, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all them name brand people, H&M, that Ben came out and Ben said that they wasn't for us. We never boycotted them. And then I've been scrolling on TikTok, and then when you see people that are a part of our community that's still shopping at Target so that they can support the black-owned businesses, the way that we are tearing each other down is disgusting. Like, it is so disgusting that the fact that somebody chooses, because they are their own person, they choose to continue to shop at Target to help the black-owned business still thrive, in the way that y'all are tearing them down and like, oh my gosh, you're whitewashed, you're blah, blah, blah. You either need to pick a side, you either need to be with us or against us. It's like, what? Are we serious? Like, we are our own worst enemy. And that's one reason why I don't jump on any of these bandwagons, because that's exactly what they are. We just flip-flop. A couple weeks ago, everybody was up in an uproar about the whole Nakaya situations, RIP to that little baby. But everybody was up in an uproar like that, and then just scrolling the way and how disgusting it is that people make up their own narrative and they just run with it. Like, don't get me wrong, what the uncle or the man or whatever, whoever he was, stepdaddy, what he did is wrong. Don't take nothing else like I'm for that, because I'm not. But the way that people took stories and they were not even there, like, oh, the mama was in on it, the grandma was in on it, blah 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 was in on it, and y'all just congregated, and all it takes is a couple people to get on your side, and then you can make a whole nother story. And the way that y'all just ran with that and ran with that and ran with that, and everybody was just like, yeah, y'all need to go after the mama, blah 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 blah. It's disgusting. The same way that people sit on TikTok and they watch their favorite creator, quote unquote, life, so you think you're in their life, and then if you see them do one thing wrong, you able to call CPS in their town and get them to go do a random checkup or whatever. Do you know how disgusting that is? And as for somebody that's been through the whole somebody having CPS called on them, that is disgusting. There is nothing more, I'm not even gonna say embarrassing, but there is nothing more heartbreaking than you knowing that you taking care of your kids, you know that you ain't abusing your kids, you know that you're doing everything in your power for your children, and then CPS comes to your house and say, hey, we need to check this and talk to the kids and blah blah blah, and it just, what? And then somebody just random can call and just be like, hey, she beating on her kids, she doing this to her kids. We as a people have got to do better. Like, we have got to do better. If you want to boycott Target, if you want to boycott Walmart, if you want to boycott Kalamazoo, that is your preference. You cannot force your preference onto other people. Like, you can't. One thing that I'm learning even in counseling, what's outside of my control? The actions of others. That's outside of your control. So if somebody chooses to continue to shop at Target, if somebody chooses to continue to shop at Walmart, that is their choice. That is their preference. Maybe that's the only store in their town. Maybe like Walmart is one of the major stores in my town. You got Walmart, you got Kroger, and you got Aldi. Me personally, I prefer to shop at Kroger. That's just my preference. But my brother or my sister might choose to shop at Walmart. But who am I to tear them down because they choose to shop at Walmart? That is their preference. And what's outside of my control is the actions of others. So my thing is, if y'all want to change for our community, if y'all want to see something different, dadgummit, if y'all want the government to take us serious, we gotta take ourselves serious. Because something that y'all should have boycotted a long time ago was Zeus Network. Something else y'all should have boycotted a long time ago was Baddies. Because that right there makes us as a community look horrible anyways. It's a show where nothing but black females get on there so they can fight. And y'all tune into that like it ain't nothing. But then when they turn around and they say that they about to stop, I guess employ, I don't really know about the DEI, but when they say they're about to stop employing black people, and when they about to stop pushing black businesses, y'all get up in an uproar. But we got a whole show that promotes black people fighting each other. Like what? And then the YNs shooting up each other, black on black crime. Like the things that y'all want to boycott is so crazy. Like y'all pick and choose what's important and what's worth boycotting. Because there's a lot of stuff when we sit down that we need to boycott. The whole Nakaya situation, there's a lot of Nakaya situations out there, but a lot of people just didn't speak up. If you want to keep it 100, there's a lot of Nakayas out there. Like I said, RIP to the baby. There's a lot of Nakayas in the black community, and it didn't just start now. Like what? If y'all want to be honest, it wasn't my stepdaddy, but I've been in a Nakaya situation, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't by my father or anything like that. But I have a Nakaya story, so it's like there's a lot of black women and a lot of black men. For one, the black men that y'all lost y'all virginity at the age of 12 to y'all mama best friend or y'all babysitter or whatever, that's a Nakaya situation right there. Y'all got it and y'all started bragging about it because y'all uncle or somebody in y'all's family or somebody around y'all put it in y'all ear that once y'all lost y'all virginity at the age of 12 or 13, that was something good, that was a badge of honor, that meant you was a man and you was ready to get out there. But if you want to keep it honest, you a Nakaya. Because at 12 or 13, you're just coming into your manhood. And so then your babysitter or your mama's best friend or whoever was older, because there's a lot of men out there that their story of losing their virginity is around the same age and it's with the same age of woman. If somebody over the age of 30, it might be even somebody over the age of 40, but that's a Nakaya situation. But somebody put it in y'all head that was good and y'all got a badge of honor. So that's the only reason it looks different. But if you want to keep it a buck, it's the same thing. But ain't nobody choosing to boycott that because it's cool. Because it looks good. Oh, when I was 12, when I was 13, I lost my virginity. That ain't cute, boo. That is not cute by the slightest at all. Nakaya situation. So I just personally think that as a black person, I don't jump on every bandwagon for the simple fact that y'all don't take the bandwagon seriously. Y'all get to pick and choose what y'all want to boycott and what y'all don't. When I was younger, if y'all want to be honest, I didn't go into my first Target until 2021. Because when I was a kid, I used to ask my mom to take me into Target, and she would always tell me, ain't nothing in there for us. And I never understood what that meant until I got older and I went up in there and I was like, I get what you were saying. Because it's barely anything in there there for us if you want to keep it a book. So my mama put me on game about Target when I was younger. So now that I'm older, I don't have no desire to really go into Target like that. My daughter likes to go into Target, but it's just like we just like to go into Target. Once you go into Target, you see how much everything up in there is. You shouldn't want to shop at Target anyways. No hate to Target, but I'm not a Target baby. I know Target has their own brands that's just specific to Target, but outside of that, my mama put me on game a long time ago. Ain't nothing in there for us. And now that there is something in there for us, they trying to take it away. So I just want us as a community to get together and just come up with what we're going to boycott. And if we're going to boycott it, let's be serious about it. Do we hear the baby Nakaya's name being mentioned anymore? No. It was an uproar for a week or two while it was in the limelight. And it's just like a bait and switch thing. They know what to put out into the media to get us all focused and centered. Like, it's crazy how they put that into the media and then they turn around and they drop this. So it's like, take your eyes off the Nakaya situation, put your eyes onto this. And it's just like everybody is in an uproar about this, but nobody is making any serious like steps. Like, nobody's doing anything serious about it except tearing each other down. That's not cute. Like, if you want to be serious and you want them to take us seriously, we gotta first take ourselves seriously. And just by me looking on social medias, we not even taking ourselves seriously, because if somebody else makes the choice to shop in Target to go just support the black owned businesses, it's another black sister or brother tearing that person down. What is outside of our control is the actions of others. So if you choose not to shop at Target, you choose not to shop at Target. But you can't tear somebody else down because they choose to shop at Target, because that is what they prefer to do. And that's outside of your control. You can tear them down, and at the end of the day, you can talk bad about them. You can say what you got to say on your heart. And at the end of the day, they still gonna shop at Target. They might just not film it again. They just might not say anything else about it. So it's just like, if we're gonna boycott something, let's boycott being bullies to each other. Let's boycott the Zeus Network. Let's boycott baddies. Let's boycott the small things that we actually can make a difference in. Like, it starts at home. Like, let's boycott letting, as soon as we date a man, the first date, let him come to our house when we know we got daughters and sons. How about that? And the things that I'm saying, I'm speaking to myself. So it's just like, let's boycott some of the small things. Let's start to make small inner changes before we try to take on these global changes. Another thing is, everything that's going on in the world, everything that quote unquote Trump is doing, he is not Jesus Christ. Like, it really shows who is a believer and who is not. And it's kind of scary. Like, it's kind of scary because in the Bible it says, if my people will call out my name, like Jesus. Come on. Like, Trump is not Jesus. Jesus has a plan. Jesus already knew that this was going to happen before it happened. So, I mean, I get, because we're living in the world, but you also got to stop being so much of the world and remember who your Father is. At the end of the day, if it's happening, it's because God said yes for it to happen. If it's happening, it's because God saw way before we was even born that this was going to happen. Anytime that it is to get your life together, anytime that it is to be more on your face and on your knees praying, is now. Anytime that it is to get your relationship right with Christ is now. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what tomorrow brings. That's why God say worry about today, because tomorrow has its own worries. It has its own burdens. Like, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't be in tomorrow and miss what's happening today. Like, be in today. He gives you hope for today. And then when tomorrow comes, he'll give you hope for tomorrow. But it's like, right now, be hopeful in this moment. Be present in today. Stop trying to look forward. That's why you get all stressed out and worried. And this isn't an attack of the enemy. So the fact that this is an attack of the enemy, we as Christians, we need to be banding together. We need to be praying more. We need to be in our word more. All of this is in our word. Revelations, read it. read your word. Open your word. Like, it's not too late. As long as you have breath in your body, you can get right with God. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. He has forgotten all of that. Manessa, oh God, he forgives and he forgets. Like, it's us that holds us back. Like, because we hold on to shame, we hold on to guilt. Oh, well, I did this, I can't come to God. I said that, I can't go to God. Y'all, I'm a believer and I mess up every single day. My life is not great. I got peace and I got a sound mind, and the only reason that I have that is because of my Father and the relationship that I have. There's some people that say that they won't step foot in a church for the simple fact that people are nagging and people are judging, and those kind of people are religious people. Those are religious people, because anybody that is a real believer, anybody that has the real Holy Spirit in them, anybody that really knows Jesus knows that they are a mess and that they sin on a daily. Like, they sin if you gossip, you sinning. If you gossip, you sinning. If you had 2 pieces of cake and you know you full and you went back for a 3rd piece, you are sinning. I mean, no sin is bigger than the next. Like, sin is sin. That's what it is. Sin is sin. Like, that's what it is. It's sin. So my thing is, we have to stop putting so much faith in man and not putting faith in God. And I promise y'all, when I say this, I'm not just speaking to y'all, I'm speaking to myself too. Because there's times where I be like, oh God, this is happening. Oh God, this is happening. That's why one reason I don't watch the news. That's another reason when I see anything that has to do with what's going on in the government, I just scroll, because I do not want that negative just frame in my head where I get to worrying. I'm an overthinker. I will overthink myself into a depression. And I did it during COVID with everything that was going on. I listened to the news because I was like, oh, I need to know this, and it drove me insane. It drove me insane. So whatever's happening, it's in God's will. If it wasn't in God's will, it wouldn't be happening. If he's allowing it to happen, then he has a plan, and on the other side, he gets the glory. On the other side, if you are one of his children, he's going to protect you. He's going to keep you covered. He's going to direct you. He's going to show you how to get through this, and it's for you to lean into that relationship and listen to your Father. If you're not in relationship with him, then everything that's going on is going to scare you. And even as a believer, there's times that you still might get scared, but you also have to remember who your Father is. He created the heavens and the earth. He created the heavens and the earth. And he leads and he guides us. I feel like I'm yelling. I'm not trying to yell. It's just, this is one of the situations that the Trump thing's been getting on my nerves. The black community has been getting on my nerves. Us banding together as believers, and the fact that somebody came into my workplace yesterday and was like, I won't step foot into a church because the people are nagging and they criticize and they're fake and I'm like, what? Church? Like, that's the way that the church is perceived. That is the way that the church is looked at. That's the way that people like think of the church, and that is crazy. But it's also real, because there's real people in the church that are like that. Like, if you've ever went to a church and it feels cliquish, churches aren't supposed to feel cliquish, but sometimes people stick to the people that they know, and when new people come in, they don't make them feel welcome. So it's all about the first impressions. Like, it's all about the first impression, and that first impression can either make a person that's a believer stay with the church, or it can make them run from the church. But another thing is, you cannot allow the church to be God. Like, you cannot allow, if you got church hurt, that's not God hurt. That's just human being hurt. And I've had church hurt, and it kind of made me step away from God, because I put it in the same, one in the one. Like, you are people after God's own heart. So if you hurt me, then he hurt me. But in the same sense, he didn't hurt me, they hurt me, because they're human beings. And as long as you have human beings, there is a chance that they're going to let you down. There is a chance that they're going to hurt you. There is a chance that they're going to do some things that you don't classify as being a Christian. But you have to also realize that there is Christian people and then there's religious people. That's the best way that I can do it. There is Christian people that are really, hey, I'm a sinner. I sin on a daily. I'm a mess. You got mess. I invite you into my space. We can be a mess together, but we're going to have Jesus at the center of it all. Then you got your religious people that's like, you can't do this and you can't do that and you're going to hell if you do that and blah, blah, blah. And they got a list of stuff that you can and can't do and da-da-da. And it's just a mess, y'all. So I don't know who this message is for. It's helped me in a way, and it's going to make me just want to get into my word more. It's going to make me want to build my relationship stronger. It's going to make me make my prayer life stronger. If y'all are interested, if there's any women out there that are interested in Bible study, I am getting ready to start my group chat. I want to start a group chat for us ladies. I am her, healing, evolving, and restoring. I want to do Bible studies. I want to do prayer lines. I want to help anybody that is a new believer. I'm not a scholar. I'm like I said, I'm a sinner just like the rest of us. But I know that some people won't step foot into a church, and they will do virtual, and they will do small things, get into their word with other believers and do stuff like that. And so I want to be able to be in a place where I can help people, and we can all do that together and build a community and love Jesus together and build each other up and push each other to be better and heal, evolve, restore, y'all. Heal, evolve, restore, y'all. So I just wanted to get on here and just give that message out. Y'all make sure that y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all make sure that y'all follow me on YouTube. Hit the like, hit the notification, turn them on. We're going to be trying to post every Monday. I might try to incorporate a Monday and Friday in there. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. I edited my first video last weekend to make it ready for Monday. And let me tell y'all something. If you're doing YouTube and you're editing your own stuff, you are a warrior. Because that right there is not for the weak. And one reason that I didn't want to do the whole YouTube thing is because I didn't want to edit. I just wanted to record and I just wanted to put out. But then I'm reading all these things and I'm looking at, I'm editing, y'all. And it takes a while. So we might try to start with putting out a video every Monday. And then we might gradually work our way to Friday. But if you want other clips and speakings and everything like that, then come to my Instagram, because I'll be posting videos there, little shorts and stuff like that. And y'all, DM me with topics and questions and love, and follow me. And my name is the same on all platforms. It will be posted at the bottom right here. Hey.Its.Dealisa. Until next time, I love you. Bye.